Yeah, hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. So, in this video here, I want to talk about the 4.7 live stream and, endgame and, the little resin and a little bit of this and that going around in the community, the little this one said this one. So, everybody have to cover it. So, let me get straight into it. 4.7 live stream was probably one of the best live stream Genshin Impact has had this entire fontaine. The last time that I've had a good experience with a live stream was in 2.0 when Inazuma dropped. And that was like the most hype live stream, like the moment when Kokomi came down and then it transitioned to Raiden pulling out the sword. That was the most hype ever. Other than that, nothing didn't really come that close, to be honest. I think maybe Wanderer, his live stream was pretty nice. But 4.7 really outdid themselves. I loved everything about it. I normally yawn during all of the live streams. Like, yawn, I get sleepy. This was the first time that I was actually like intact. I was actually looking and enjoying a live stream of Genshin. So let me talk about the new form of endgame coming. So they are bringing something called imaginary theater, something like imagination theater. I could be wrong, bro. I can't even remember the name. This is actually looking really good and fun. I am actually looking forward to this. So if you didn't know how this will work, is that they are going to change the Spiral Abyss. I think it's going from 2 weeks to 1 month now, and they're going to increase the primos you could get in the Spiral Abyss. So it's going from 600 to 800. That's pretty nice. Majority of players, they really get like 1 to 2 stars in floor 12, so that's kind of nice. This new end game, I know some people are saying, well, there has some restrictions and stuff. And, I'll talk about this. I think it's nice. So, how this end game, Imaginarium Theater, everybody's calling it end game, and I'm calling it end game now, wherever it's Genshin Impact end game. How this will work is that you will have to use certain characters that Hoyoverse wants you to use in that particular event. It's a permanent content like the Spiral Abyss. And they will restrict your teams. The Spiral Abyss, you could pick and form your teams. They will actually provide teams or characters that they want you to use. And I think this is kind of nice. This will actually test a lot of us who likes using different units, and they put in a little bit of a challenge to us to see how good we could get things done. And I actually really appreciate that, to be honest. So how it is that, let's say if you pick like two characters, let's say for example you have Alit Kino as your main DPS, or you have Nuvelet as your main DPS, and any Spiral Abyss you would use one on one side, one in the next side. With this one now, they could actually come and restrict Pyro units, they could come and restrict Hydro units, they could restrict any type of character, they could single out units and they will give you a list. Now, for players who don't have a lot of characters like us, they could actually use characters from the trial that Hoyoverse provides to you, or you could use your friends' characters. It seems like you could use them. That's kind of broken, so you could add some people with like C6 units and stuff. So that will be kind of fun. And the next thing is that you could use characters that you don't have on your account, which is, pretty good. They are increasing the friend list from 60 to 100, so you could accommodate more friends. You could choose some players. Like if you want to add me, you could add me, and you could use some of my characters, my well-built characters, or you could use streamers and other content creators. I think this is actually really nice. So far, how we know how this works is that they will have like multiple different challenges in this, and you will get different buffs and different debuffs. So depending on what you choose, it could actually mess you up like really, really bad. So it's actually really fun when you kind of look at it. I'm actually hyped for this. I know a lot of people, they are saying, man, we don't want to hear about that. Let me enjoy what I want to enjoy, and I will definitely enjoy this. So that's the new form of end game coming to Genshin Impact. I'm super soaked for this. Super soaked. It's the first time I've ever said that. Next up, they are increasing our resin from 160 to 200. Now I heard that there are a couple little birdies, a couple little bros making fun of this. Yeah, I don't know what kind of mentality you have like that, you know. It's like you see somebody that you know start working out, even if they are overweight or something, and you start making fun of them just because you go to the gym. That toxicity, bro. Yeah, if you don't have anything positive to say about this, it's at the end of the day, it's a positive. It's for us. We get in more resin, and I know some people will say, well, you know, the rate of regenerating the resin didn't increase, but I mean, do you wait until you get 160 every day? I'm sure there are some days where you wake up in the morning, you don't do your dailies or you don't do your rest and you don't log in till like late in the night. So, you know, to me, more resin, better for me. I'll take it any day. They are increasing the inventory. So if you didn't know, Genshin Impact is a very massive game. They have like so much different. I think like all the types of players play this game, and there are hoarders in this game. There are players who like to max out the inventory, and that's like a prize or a trophy for them. If you don't understand it, I don't understand it. They understand it. You know, it's not a negative. They didn't take away anything from us. They just, you know, made it a little better, increase how much inventory you could have. Another thing is that they're trying to make the custom loadouts better. Now, this is a kind of a wild one. They could just implement custom loadouts if they wanted to, so you could pick which artifact sets you want to put in which, you know, are customized or custom preset, but they don't. I don't know why. Maybe it will come soon, maybe in the future. I don't really care, to be honest. I've used the custom loadout and it has worked fine. I never really had a problem with it. I still use it up to this day, even though I have all majority of my characters built. But let's say if I want to get somebody up and running quick, just to put them in a team, you know, you just click it and it takes whatever artifacts you have and put it on them. So I don't really have a problem with that. And yeah, that's about it. 4.7, we are going to get some new combat events. We get a permanent content, increase of resin, increase of inventory, custom loadout tweaks. We are getting Chlorine, Sidgeween. You do know the characters of this game are content. Regardless if you like it or not, they are content. That's what I look forward to. The main content for me in each batch is the characters that are coming. So, you know, I'm super hyped for Clarin. I didn't really like her in the beginning because I was kind of simping off Alakino. But now, bro, I'm kind of down bad for Clarin. I can't wait for her to come out. And, well, yeah, that's the 4.7 live stream. Oh, one thing. Didn't show a release date, but they showed like a kind of teaser or a trailer for the anime. It looks super good. Ufotable is animating it. You know it's gonna be puggies. And the next thing is that we got a little teaser for NATLAN. Now for NATLAN, they showed three types of creatures, three types of monsters traversing the open world. One was swimming, it was like a mini Kyogre. One was like digging through the ground and going up through the climbing the walls, and the next one was hopping in the air. I'm actually really hyped for this, bro. I talked about this in the beginning of Fontaine, saying that we might get something similar to mounts in Genshin Impact for NATLAN, and I guess this is like their form of it. So the way how it looks like, I'm not sure if you can mount it or if you transform into it. So it might really be like a mount, it might be like a companion, and I'm all in for it, bro. But just know that you could only use this, you might only be able to use this in NATLAN, but let's be honest. Once our region drops, like when 5.0 drops and we go to NATLAN, I usually stay there for the entirety of, you know, the 5.x. And majority of you do that too. So I don't ever think about going to swim in Mondstadt, going to swim in Inazuma, you know. So it doesn't really bother me that much, but I know some people will actually kind of complain about it. But yeah, NATLAN, the area looks like it has like lava and stuff. I can't wait to see Himiko. If you didn't know, The name of the Pyro Archon is Murata, and the last name of Himiko is Murata. So I can't really wait for this. 5.0 is going to be lit. 4.7 is going to be lit. Genshin Impact is in a really good state right now, I would say. There's a lot of people who will say no, but it's in a good state. This game is going on to its fourth year, and it's dominating gacha. The only competition it has in revenue is Honkai Star Rail. Now, WoWA just dropped, and a lot of people will be spending this month. So obviously the sales will be very, very high, just like when Sela dropped, when Honkai Star Rail dropped. It's just the nature of how gacha games is. When new players start playing a new game, they tend to spend money. They tend to spend a lot more. It's like supporting the company so they could better the game. But Genshin Impact is the highest of the highest you could ever ask for in any game. It's running alongside Honkai Star Rail, and they have everything running on a certain track where when Genshin starts dying down, Honkai Star Rail will have a big update, so players will want to keep these two games installed on the PC or mobile device and console. So, Hoyoverse is dominating, all in for them. Good 4.7 live stream. Can't wait for 4.7. And yeah, that's all I have to talk about. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stars shining really, moon visions in my sight, landing nowhere with the sight. Had to take her with me, she was tasty to my sights.